Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for loving sport on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And in the previous episode, it was probably some of the best football we have played all season. I was shocked that we only scored 5 goals over the 2 games in the previous episode because we absolutely dominated both teams. But the first game, of course, was against Southampton in the Premier League, the team that Lee supports, and we could have easily won 6 or 7-0, but we didn't. We did keep a clean sheet and we managed a 3-0 victory. So another 3 points in the Premier League. Was very happy with that result. Just wish we could have scored a few more. And then going into the second game, of course, coming off the back end of a win against Southampton, feeling confident. We managed to beat Watford. We don't manage to keep a clean sheet. We beat them 2-1. We went 1-0 up. It went back to 1-1. We fought hard and we got back to 2-1. But we were absolutely all over Watford. And I'm glad that we got that win because coming in today's episode, we have 2 massive back-to-back games that are going to be solid. Not only have we got Manchester City coming to Anfield for the round 5 of the FA Cup, we then face off against Barcelona in our first leg of the round of 16 Champions League. Wow, that was a little bit of a mouthful. But before we get into today's game and get into this match against Manchester City, couple of things to talk about, guys. The last 2 Liverpool career mode episodes I have recorded have been out of sync. Sync or zinc? I think it's zinc. Now, what that basically means is, as I move from play match to sim match to play match to sim match, you guys, if I'm quiet for a second, will hear a noise or a sound that the game plays. If you listen now. Now, you should have heard it there. It's like do, 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 do. What I found over the last 2 episodes, and I did leave screenshots, I think in episode 56, I'm not sure if I did in 57, but I definitely did in 56, showing you guys that the audio, the gameplay audio, so my audio, the gameplay audio, and the gameplay itself is not synchronized with each other. So, as I would do that, you wouldn't hear nothing, and then in a minute's time, you'd hear do, 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 do. It means it wasn't in time. I spent just under 4 hours. Normally an edit will take me 1 to 2 hours to edit a standard video. This took me just under about 3 hours, 40 minutes, just under 4 hours to complete one edit. The second edit I've just done, which I've done tonight before recording this, episode 57, has just took me 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours to edit. Now, I'm hoping it was just a glitch because I recorded both of those videos on the same day. Unfortunately, I have looked at an Ajax episode that I'd done the day before, and it also has the same problem. So I don't think it's going to be down to just the day, but I'm hoping now I've booted my computer down, I've done a Windows update, I'm hoping it's going to be okay. But if you guys do see anything where you feel like as I pass the ball, and then it sounds like the pass was slightly delayed or later from the sound, I'm trying my best, guys, and I'm going to have to look to fix this. And right now, I've just got to record, and until I click that button to stop recording, try and edit the video, until I do that, I won't know whether this video is in time or not. But I do apologise, guys, if you are hearing little delays with sounds, whether it's, me saying I'm shooting with Mane, but then I shoot 10 seconds later because I haven't actually shot with Mane. I'm doing my best to cut every single clip up and try and move the audio and the game audio to try and get it synchronized with the actual gameplay, but it's very, very difficult, and as you guys have just been told, it takes a very long time. But we are on the 15th of February. You guys have probably seen quite a lot of the Liverpool career mode recently. I'm trying to catch up with the Ajax Road to Glory so I can end season 2 at the Liverpool career mode and season 1 of the Ajax Road to Glory around the same time. So I want one ending on, say, a Monday or a Tuesday. I want the other one ending the next day. And then we can do the vote of which series you guys think should be cancelled in order to free me up a little bit of time to start my brand new series that a lot of you guys are guessing about but have no idea. Just quickly want to mention that we also signed Philippe Coutinho in the previous episode. Episode 56 was all about the transfers. We tried to get Philippe Coutinho for 110 million. They wanted 113. I should have just paid it. I didn't. They walked out on me. I was thinking, right, that's it, it's over. We did manage to get Timo Werner, who's going to join us in Season 3 if we do a Liverpool career mode Season 3. And then I decided in the previous episode, why we're out of the transfer window, let's get Coutinho now, and then he can also join us in Season 3. We've done that. We offered, I do believe, 90 or 95 million, plus Diego Godin, who's on his way down in ratings and value, and they accepted. So Philippe Coutinho and Timo Werner will join us in Season 3. Whether we have a Season 3 is down to you guys, and you will be voting at the end of the season. But that's enough talking at the start of today's episode. Let's get into these massive games in today's episode. City in the FA Cup round of 5, and then Barcelona in the Champions League. This episode is going to be huge, guys, and this is the lineup we are putting out against City. We've got Ryan Sessegnon on that left wing, Anderson Talisca at striker, Shaqiri out on the right wing, Aaron Ramsey linking up with the Ox in the central midfield role. A little deeper, we've got the new man we just signed in January, Sandro Tonali, playing nice and deep and just in front of Jimenez and Tar. And then at the back, we've got Tierney, Jimenez, Tar and Semedo, with, of course, Bailey between the sticks. A few of you guys might be thinking, Brad, you're against Manchester City. Why are you still playing that rotated team? I said in Season 2, guys, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup were not two cups or two pieces of silverware that I was that bothered about. It was all about the Champions League and the Premier League. We won all 5 competitions in Season 1. The pre-season, we won that. The Premier League, we won that. Champions League, we won that. FA Cup, we won that. And Carabao Cup, we won that. We won all 5 pieces of silverware in Season 1. This year, I was focusing on the 2 big ones, the Premier League and the Champions League. So I'm still going to play a rotated team against City in the FA Cup. And remember, guys, 4 days after this game, we've got Barcelona in the Champions League, and that is a game that we must win and must score in. But let's get into this game against City. Fingers crossed for me, guys. The audio is already synchronized up, and I'm not going to have to change it. Otherwise, this episode is going to potentially take me between 3 to 4 hours to edit. So keep your fingers crossed for me, and I'll be sure to let you know down below in the comment section whether I had to spend 4 hours editing this episode. But let's get into this game at Anfield and hopefully progress through to the next stages of the FA Cup. No messing around here, lads. We've got the super sub out on the right wing. Xherdan Shaqiri. We've got the Ox through the middle. We just need to get into this. And there we go, number 16, Manchester City. Nabil Fekir. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do remember I used to call them Nabil Fekir. And someone told me it's Fekir. E-E-R on the end, although it doesn't look like that. That is how it's pronounced. So whoever told me, thank you very much. Hopefully I am pronouncing it correctly now. Fekir. And here we go. Big game. George Bailey's got to turn up for us today. I cannot believe George Bailey is already an 85 rated player. He's only 2 ratings behind Alisson, and he's got about 4, maybe 5 years on Alisson. He's 4 or 5 years younger. Still a fair amount of teams in the FA Cup. We get through this, we're through to the quarterfinals. Then we have the semis, and then we can potentially find a place in the final. Nabil Fekir, 3 goals in his last 3 matches. He is going to be one we have to watch. Jonathan Tah and Jose Maria Jimenez is going to have to keep him quiet in this first half, especially because we're going to look at pushing on and getting possibly 1 or 2 goals by half time. And then we can maybe look at a different game plan in the second half. But it is going to be Anderson Talisca to kick us off in this first half. Let's get it underway. There we go. Here's Tierney.
There is some backup for him in this position.
Ramsey. The Ox. Xherdan Shaqiri in behind. Oh, it's in off the post. It takes 2 posts to put it in the back of the net. But I literally said at the start of this game, the super sub, Xherdan Shaqiri, he's getting in the team now. And that left foot is wicked. When we had Bournemouth in the FA Cup for the game before this one, he scored 2 goals and helped us to victory. He's done it once again. Off the left post, behind Ederson, off the right post, and luckily enough, it was just tucked in nicely to bounce behind the line. 9 minutes in, 1-0 to Liverpool. Let's get across Ox. Here's De Bruyne. Sane, back to De Bruyne. Aguero, back to Bruyne. Bailey saves. Let's keep this pressure on, lads. Keep the pressure on. Don't let KDB put that one in. Here's Tierney. Play it through now. Beautiful. Counter-attack now, lads. Counter-attack now. Go into Ramsey. Ramsey holding the ball up. Pings one over the top. Looking for Anderson Talisca. First time looking in now for Xherdan Shaqiri on the volley. Oh, what a goal! Oh, Xherdan Shaqiri! Oh, that is fabulous. Well, he scored 2 against Bournemouth and he scored 2 against City. Beautiful ping ball over the top for Anderson Talisca, who takes it on a left foot, drills it in on the volley. pretty much volley crosses it across the face of goal. And Xherdan Shaqiri takes it first time on the volley before it bounces. Puts it past Ederson and puts us 2-0 up after 25 minutes. Well, my plan is working. Let's close this down. Let's go. Get a touch on it. Nicely done. Here's Bailey. Bailey out now. Oh, straight to KDB. That wasn't a great pass. Come on, lads. We've got to do better than that. Sane's there. Oh, it's unbelievable. It's 2-1. Not much you could have done there. KDB with a beautiful lofted pass over the top. I tried to bring George Bailey out, and by the time I held my Y button, it was too late. Look at this. Oh, it wasn't KDB, sorry. It was Fekir. KDB to Fekir, and he just dinks one over the top looking for Sane. Nobody was on him. I brought George Bailey out, and by the time he dived for it, it already connected with Leroy Sané's head. Out wide now. Ball into the middle for the Ox. The Ox gets taken out by Jerome Boateng, and it is going to be a free kick with Anderson Talisca on the edge of the box. Jerome Boateng picking up a yellow. Yeah, he is going to pick up a yellow. And Anderson Talisca is going to be the man to try and put this one home. He likes to shoot from here. He's got a wicked left foot. Let's see what he can do with this free kick. Anderson Talisca over the wall and into the back of the net. Oh, Ederson with a huge save. When that changed camera angles, I thought it had gone in the back of the net. To Shaqiri. Shaqiri misses out there, and surely, oh, the referee is not going to blow for half time. He's going to let this one play. Look at this, Jonathan Tah all over it. And I'm sure as we look to break out with Semedo, yeah, of course the referee is now going to blow for half time. But we're going in. The game plan has come off beautiful. I said I wanted to go in with at least 1 or 2 goals. We've scored 2. We're 1-0 up. We've just got to keep going right now. Apart from that lucky goal that they scored with Sané, we were absolutely dominating them. So let's get into the second half. City to kick us off. And let's see what we can do in this second half period. We need to get this ball and get it out. That's what we need to do. Here's Sané. Oh, look at this quick football on the edge of the box. Silva gets his shot off. Chamberlain gives the ball away. Silva! Deflection off Jimenez, and out for a Manchester City corner. And I think before they take this corner, I'm going to look at making some subs. The Ox is going to make his way to the bench. He's had a fabulous game so far, but I don't want him to get injured or too fatigued, so he's coming off for Naby Keita. I'm then going to go... Always gets me this one. I think I'm going to go Correa for Talisca. I think Correa up top with Naby Keita and Ramsey. The pace of Naby Keita and Correa and Shaqiri as well as Sessegnon might just get us in behind Manchester City again to potentially score a third goal. But we've got to deal with this corner right now. Sessegnon gives the ball away. We've got to be careful here, lads. We've got to be careful. Trying to slide in. We're going to have so many men through the middle now. Here comes Martinez. Back to Sané. Through to Jesus. It's in the back of the net and it's not offside. It's 2-2. I don't believe for 1 minute Manchester City deserved this. It was silly we gave the ball away. It's 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to fight here now. We are going to have to fight. Angel Correa to Sessegnon. Sessegnon over to Shaqiri. Shaqiri trying to poke one through now to Angel Correa, who's in behind. Referee! It's going to be a penalty in the 87th minute. And Jerome Boateng is definitely going to be off. He receives his second yellow card. He gave a foul on the edge of the box to Anderson Talisca, who then took the free kick and nearly put it in the back of the net. And I literally just said, whether I left it in the video, I said, Angel Correa, if he gets in behind, he's going to cause them some problems. And Ryan Sessegnon is either one to step up. I feel like probably Ramsey's probably, in fact, Shaqiri is probably the better one. Let's get Shaqiri on it for his hat-trick. Xherdan Shaqiri for his hat-trick. Oh, it's denied. Ederson denies. What an absolute sickener. To Naby Keita. Naby Keita looks a drone up ball in now to Ramsey, who was there. Couldn't get the flick on. Couldn't get the flick on. It's cleared out to Jesus. Don't let them break us now. And the referee has blown for the final whistle. Absolute sickener. 2-2. I cannot believe that. And from the looks of it, I think with this round 5, I think it goes to a repeat. The stats probably say it should have been a draw, but realistically I thought we were the much better side. Very disappointed to not get a result there, and we do sadly draw 2-2 to Manchester City. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central, about to face off against Barcelona, and we are away for the first leg, so it's important that we either get a goal or at least a goal, if not more. Now the top goal scorer in the Champions League right now is Philippe Coutinho with 7. And we're about to play the team that he currently plays for, but he certainly won't be playing for Barcelona in Season 3 because he's joining us. So I'm very happy with that, and he seems to be scoring a fair few goals. Hopefully doesn't put any past us, but the game plan is if I can take 2-0 or even 2-1 away from Barcelona, I'll be happy with that. And then when they come to Anfield, we just got to make sure that they don't score. But before we get into the game against Barcelona and look at the squad, we're going to jump over to the office and go through these 3 emails. Fabinho wants to get back in the team. Not a problem. It is a very crucial game. He is in it. Tournament prize money, we've been given 409,000 for the FA Cup. A match rescheduled, Liverpool versus Brighton, has gone from the 29th of February to the 1st of March. Now, I'm not sure. I may just have a little look quickly at when the oh, look at that. EA, what is that? I'm not even just looking at West Ham and then City. That's bad enough. There's no time to rest. But what I'm looking at is we've got Barcelona, a 2-day rest, and then Spurs, a 2-day rest, and then West Ham, and then the next day we've got City. What is that, EA? Fix your game. That is ridiculous. So we have 4 games within a week. What? Oh, so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And you know, I've been a FIFA player for a very, very long time, and the older FIFAs, going back to FIFA 13, 14, 15, career mode was the one back then. That was absolutely unbelievable. Before Ultimate Team come into it all, they were concentrating on career mode, and you didn't have problems like that. But the starting 11 that we are putting out against Barcelona is the usual starting 11 that you guys see week in and week out. Sadio Mane out on that left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role, Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with of course Alisson between the sticks. Next season it will be Mane, Firmino, Salah, Coutinho, Keita and Fabinho. Ooh, that sounds a little bit tasty. I keep saying this, but it's down to you guys whether we get a Season 3. I am interested, though, to see how many of you vote to keep the Liverpool career mode or how many of you vote to keep the Ajax road to glory. But let's get into this game against Barcelona. We'll go into a very, very beautiful stadium. Our man that comes in Season 3, Philippe Coutinho, will be playing, and I'm sure will be a massive part in this Barcelona team. So let's get into this game. It's the first leg of the round 16 against Barcelona. We need to make sure we at least score 1. So let's get down to business. We've got a game plan. Let's put it into action. Here we go. Massive Champions League night. I'm looking at who this player is that I keep zooming in at. Is that Rafinha? Is that how you pronounce his name? Rafinha? I think he was on loan at Bayern, or he currently is on loan at Bayern. Has he gone back to Barcelona? Look at that stadium. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. Barcelona fans will be excited for this one. Will Coutinho get booed? Now he has agreed to join Liverpool. We hope to get Champions League spot for Season 3. Just so, of course, when Coutinho comes, nothing changes. He's still got Champions League football, Premier League football. Let's have a little look at what Barcelona's team is going to be. Man United beat Benfica 3-1. Chelsea beaten 2-0 by Napoli. Wasn't quick enough to get over the other side. I'm guessing Gerard Piqué is going to be the man with the captain's armband. There's Suarez, Coutinho. Who is that man there? That wouldn't be Messi, would it? It is indeed Messi. I feel like that is Rafinha, that man there. Umtiti. Wow, Kyle Walker. They've got Kyle Walker here. Ter Stegen. And of course, Gerard Piqué with the captain's armband. Suarez up top, probably looking to punish us. Coutinho and Suarez, ex-Liverpool players. Could never have any hate towards Suarez. He's done absolutely wonders when he was at Liverpool. Same for Coutinho. Just Coutinho left it very sour. But it is going to be Barcelona to kick us off in this first half. And let's get it kicked off and underway. Van Dijk. Go on, break off me now, Gini. Let's play it through now to Mane. Mane probably going to be in behind, and he has got the better of Kyle Walker. Here comes Sadio Mane. Oh, ter Stegen denies. I tried to jump in there. Titi gets across nicely. Oof. And they are talking their player to watch. Philippe Coutinho, 5 goals in his last 3 matches. Come on, let's make this happen, lads. Gomez, put your head on this one, son. Put your forehead to the ball. Ball in. Gomez in a good position, tries to get there. It's cleared out and out for a Liverpool throw-in. I mean, with 39 minutes in, we're keeping them quiet. I hope I haven't just spoke too soon. Here's Coutinho now. Down to Suarez, back to Coutinho. Van Dijk's had to go with him. Gomez. Forward to Tolisso. Let's get there, lads. It's going to be a penalty. Robertson's giving a penalty away. I don't believe for 1 minute that is a penalty. Don't even give him a card, ref. Do not give him a card. That is ridiculous. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? And the excellent fullman Luis Suarez is going to be the one to step up to take this. We're going bottom left. Bottom left. Alisson saves. And so he should. Luis Suarez denied. I'm glad as well because they didn't deserve that. And I'm sure you guys are going to agree. Alisson gets a cross. Win that one, Salah. Nicely done. Naby Keita. Mane. Bobby. Over the top now. Who's got Salah running in behind? Salah brings it down. Lovely. Salah slots it. Come on, Mane. You've put it wide.
Unable to take the chance, and he'll be
Mane, you cannot be given opportunities like that. I should have took it down with Salah. Salah's touch wasn't the best. He had Titi breathing down his neck. And I've laid it across to Mane, and that was his chance. That is the best chance we've had all game, and that is potentially, apart from the penalty, the best chance that has happened all game. And there we go as Kyle Walker kicks it out. The first half is over. I would say we've kept, apart from the penalty, we've kept Barcelona at arm's length. I think we've only had 1, maybe 2 chances that were decent ourselves. I'm happy to jump back into the second half with exactly the same team. Bobby Firmino to kick us off. And let's get it underway. Over this far side now to Trent, and we're going to look at playing on. Was pulled back for a free kick. Salah. Bobby. Laying it off now to Gini Wijnaldum. Darting into the box. Gini Wijnaldum. It's 1-0! Player to watch, Coutinho? I think not. That man there, Gini Wijnaldum. Sounds quiet around the stadium, but you've got to remember we are away. There's only a few travelling fans that have come here today. Oh, look at that. Gini Wijnaldum onto his left foot. Top right corner. We've scored an away goal. That was the exact plan. And we've just achieved just that. Salah backwards to Naby Keita. Fabinho trying to slide it through now. Kyle Walker went with him. Oh, ball kicked out. A little bit of panic there from the keeper. Barcelona are panicking at the back now, and we have shook them. Barcelona are shook. Naby. Salah. Salah coming forwards, poking it around now, looking for Bobby. He's going to take a touch. Hit that with Bobby. ter Stegen's there. Fabinho tries to follow up. And Rafinha's put it out for a corner. Van Dijk, this is your moment, son. Get your head on this one. This is your moment. Ball in. Van Dijk's there, flicked on. Titi gets rid of it, only as far as Coutinho. Trent, back to Junior. Fabinho takes a touch, looks a cracker one. Oh, ter Stegen puts it out for a corner. Wow, I had a bit of space with Fabinho, and you cannot give that man a little bit of space. Look at that, bend it in nicewards. It was going in. ter Stegen had to get there. Van Dijk, come on, son. You are known for your headers. Just get your head on this one. That's all I need. Ball in. That's a good ball for Van Dijk. Van Dijk's there! Get up, Van Dijk! Go off and celebrate, son. It's 2-0. Liverpool 2. Barcelona 0. I said before from a corner, Van Dijk, this is your time to shine. It was 0-0. We've gone 1-0 up, and this time ter Stegen comes out for it. Van Dijk rises above everyone. Beautiful run in. Look at this. ter Stegen missed it. Van Dijk's there, heads it into that bottom left corner. And that was just like his goal against Bayern Munich. And we are 2-0 up. 2 away goals against Barcelona. Van Dijk, you're going to have to stop Suarez here. And here comes Messi now. Let's go, Gomez. Let's go, Gomez. Oh, beautiful. Get rid of it, and Van Dijk clears. Fabinho, get back and help out, son. Tolisso out to Walker. They're getting in behind here, lads. They're getting in behind. Suarez gets a shot off first time, and what a beautiful goal from Luis Suarez.
Absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
Wow, what
Barcelona
technique
doing
when the
what
ball
Barcelona
comes in,
do
you don't
best.
need a
Tiki-taki
touch and you
football.
can
First
just
time,
whack it through
Suarez.
time like this.
Beautiful
What a
bent
goal.
ball there. Beats Alisson. Alisson probably should do a bit better. He doesn't. And it's 2-1. But at least we have that away goal. It's Correa. Junior to Correa. Correa through now. Go on, Mane! Oh, he's offside anyway. Playing it back now. Oh, wasted it. Get there, Van Dijk. Good lad. Straight up to Gini. Gini into Correa. Playing it through now. Looking for Henderson, who was darting forward. Rafinha picks her up. The referee's going to blow for full time. You know what? We've got to take everything we can away from that. 2 away goals to Barcelona. They got very lucky, and I'm saying it now, very lucky to get that Luis Suarez goal. Little tiki-taki football. He took it first time. Alisson just couldn't get across quick enough. They got very lucky. But how it stands right now, because of the away goal rule, it's basically 3-1. But we cannot afford for Barcelona to come to Anfield and score. That cannot happen. So maybe I'll look at the first half when they come to Anfield to score a goal early on and then shut shop. But look at the stats. 13 shots, 10 on target for ourselves. Barcelona having 4 shots, 3 on target. We absolutely dominated them and definitely deserved that win. We probably should have scored 3 or 4 goals there. Virgil van Dijk picking up man of the match with a rating of 9.0. I'm happy with the result. We've had the first leg away from home and scored 2 goals. I couldn't ask any more from the lads. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. I've advanced it all the way to the Spurs game, ready for the next episode. But sadly, as you can see, the team that just played against Barcelona is not fully fit. Surprise, surprise, 2 days rest. How does EA expect all my players to be back fully fit? So I'm really going to have to play a very much A side to some of the players there, like Salah will still be in there, Van Dijk, Gomez, and may still keep them in, and then just rotate some of the other players and play a little bit of a B squad. But it doesn't get any easier because we have Spurs then, and then I think 2 days later, or 2 rest days later, we play West Ham. And then after West Ham, we have Man City in the repeat of the round 5 FA Cup, which is just ridiculous. Arsenal starting to drop some points now. We were 10 points clear. They were on 53 points. We were on 63. 10 points clear. We're now 9 points clear, but have a game in hand. So if we win our game, we'll go up to 66 points, which puts a gap of 12 points at the top of the Premier League. Very happy how far, or so far, with how the lads are doing, because we're absolutely dominating. But let's just check before I end today's episode. Spurs, then a 2-day rest, West Ham, and then City in the replay of the FA Cup round 5. It's just a bit of a mess. And then we play on the 26th. We have 3 rest days, and then we're playing Brighton. And then at least we have a solid week to rest against Huddersfield. And then 2 days later, we play Barcelona in the second leg of the Champions League. It's not that long now till we do end. So we've got, let's just count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games to go. Obviously, there might be more Champions League games if we get through. But right now, there's 16 games to go to the end of the season. It's going to be sad to end this season because the Ajax road to glory, we're going to end season 1. We've done unbelievable in that. The Liverpool career mode, we're going to end season 2. And sadly, there then won't be one of those series coming back to the channel. But don't be too sad, because we are going to have an absolutely unbelievable new series starting that will blow you guys away. Absolutely unbelievable. So I hope you are all super pumped for it. But that is sadly going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.